What's up guys, happy Monday and welcome back. So today in this video, I want to talk about averaging into winners. I've been studying a lot of trend following lately, gap and go strategy, momentum trading, pretty much all this stuff I've been doing for over 2 years now. But I've been, trying to get back to the whiteboard a little bit, going through my stats, figuring out how I can improve the most. And really what it is my risk reward in terms of what am I risking and what is my potential reward, right? It should be like 1 to 2, 1 to 3, but really it's like 1 to 1 and sometimes negative. My winning percentage is pretty high, around 70%, but that risk reward is the problem. I'm not letting my winners run long enough. My risk is actually okay. I don't know how much more I can tighten it up because I already cut my losses really quick. It's just not letting my winners run long enough. And the biggest strategy when it comes to specifically trend following is averaging into your winners and cutting your losses quickly. So not averaging down into your losers, because then you can have a really big loss. And if you average into your winner, you can have a really big winner, which is a bit weird intuitively, because let's say you buy at $1 or it goes up to $1.10, you might be all stoked about your dollar entry and you don't want to buy at $1.10, even though it could go to $1.20, because that would bring your average to $1.05 if you buy the same dollar amount, so to say. But that's totally the wrong way of thinking, because you should be accumulating as long as there's a front side move. And I was trying to do this last week again and again and again, and I kept on tripping over myself. I kept on either taking profits and then it rips up and I'm like, I should have averaged in. It was just this constant back and forth. But today I finally managed to do it and I wrapped up with a really, really nice winner. Then I went ahead and gave back some profits. But whatever, because you don't make money by not trading, so it's fine giving back profits at the end, in my point of view, because if this did continue going, I would be up much, much more. So I'm kind of fine giving back some profits. So let's go over to the trading screen, talk about VVOS, our lead gapper today, and how I went ahead and traded it. All right, so here is our results for the day. I'm up $957. I was just up, well over 1,500 and getting close to 2,000, and then I gave back quite a bit of profits on my last trade because I tried one more time, and then just now I gave back profits again on a ranging pullback, a setup that I say don't ever take, and I took it. Whatever. I only gave back 2% on that one, which is okay, but it's not ideal. So wrapping up right now at $1,000. I might trade the open depending how good it is. But for now, I have a few more things I need to do today, so I'm thinking it might actually be better to wrap up today. It's a Monday. I'll take my $1,000 and move on. I think that's what I'm going to do, unless I see a great morning pattern. We'll see what happens. Okay, so VVOS. Let me go ahead and go to the daily first, actually 4 hour, just to show you guys what's going on. So this ticker, a lot of selling off here on VVOS. And this morning we have a big breakout from this 180 simple moving average, which is a big trend line. So we had a big breakout today, and then we have all these resistance zone that I was watching. This ticker is in the healthcare sector. It looks like they have FDA news. I wasn't really going through that. As I've been saying, I've been trying to avoid looking at any sort of news. Market cap 88 million. Shares right here around 23 million shares, but their floats around 16, 17 million from what I found online. I just looked all that up. I was not looking at it when I was trading. I just kind of wanted to say it now in terms of recapping, in case you guys are interested in that, or if I'm interested in it when I'm watching a recap. Anyway, this ticker starts flying up here right away around 7:30. Now, there wasn't anything really going on. We had a few other gappers. You can see here XERS, AXSM, but GRNQ from yet last week. None of them were really that interesting. They're all just kind of fluff tickers. I could show you them in a little bit, but let's see how I traded this one. And I think what I did, I'm actually quite proud of. So, okay, first we have this move to the upside. It wasn't on my scanner yet till this move. I saw it on my scanner, looked at the daily, and then instantly got ready to jump on it. My first trade, I wanted to buy ideally a little bit more of a pullback here, but I didn't get it. It actually starts breaking up, and right away I buy. Boom, I'm buying breakout, which is great. I want to be doing that. And then you can see my second trade here, I bought at 1045, which typically I would be selling, but I'm trying to get in that mindset of accumulating. It pulls back. Guess what I do? I buy more. Sometimes I would be cutting my losses here. Then it rips up here past 5.5 and actually finally end up closing this time because it did feel like there was a lot of sellers. You can see we instantly got a reverse hammer candle, which is a bearish sign. But I was like, hold on, Alex. Look at the 5 minute. We're still in an uptrend. We were still in a nice uptrend. So what I do, I buy again. I buy right here around 1,500 shares. This was a partial fill. That's why it looks a little sloppy. But then I do end up closing this one because I'm just lacking a little bit of conviction at this point. It does go up, and I closed the last bit of my 26 shares. You can see that. Yeah, 26 shares I still close. So going forward, that was pretty much my averaging into a winner. That was pretty much the most I've ever averaged into a winner. And boom, just like that, I was up, I think, around $1,500 in this one move. Really averaging down here was a really good play. It was a good way to go. But still, if you look here, I sold at 558. So what does that mean? It means this buy that was at 545, which felt high at the time, was still worth it because I was making my winner bigger. Now, obviously, if I held this into the whole entire run up, I would have made a much bigger profit. But I'm just saying, first leg, it worked, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm still really getting comfortable with the whole idea. That's been the hardest part, and that's why if you're a professional trend follower trader, you have a hedge fund, yada yada, you're probably like, Alex, you barely held at all. But for me personally, I have to get rid of some old habits first, and I'm working really hard on that. Okay, so moving forward a little bit, we come out to this kind of high here, and remember I mapped out some resistance zones, and it looks like every dollar is quite significant on this one. So I was kind of close. I actually wanted to let this one run a little bit longer, and that's why I was kind of shaky in this area. I got to say this was kind of tough because we are getting all these attempts to move higher, and I really wanted to run to 6, and I didn't want to take profits prematurely, but we were having a really hard time getting to this area, so I was kept on closing out. Now, what I could have probably done instead was, since we were still in an upward trend, just constantly been buying more as we go down. But I probably would have got stopped out here, so at the same time, I don't know. It's tough to say how I could have, should have, would have done this one differently. Anyway, instead of stopping out here, I just didn't trade any of this. We start breaking back above the 9 EMA. We're still on the front side. I'm like, let's go, let's get aggressive. And I start averaging into this one again. Notice here that I'm not buying full size. My full size would be like 4,000 shares. So what I'm doing is I'm accumulating. My goal is to keep accumulating into winners. So let's keep going here. Oh yeah, here I got shaken out. This was an accident. I realized I got shaken out. I bought right back. Because we were still on the front side. And then look at that. Look at this next candle. Boom, big winner here. And guess what? I didn't sell. I didn't sell where I usually would sell near $6. Typically, after a move like this is like a 9% move roughly, almost 10% move. Typically, I would be selling here. I would be like, oh my God, I just made 9%. Boom, I'm out. Guess what I do? I actually end up buying near the perfect high at 594. Right in this area, which is totally fine because we're on an upwards trend. And then I quickly sell some of my right here as we break over 6. But then I'm like, Alex, why did you sell? We're still in an upwards trend. So I bought right back. This is a little confusing because there's a little bit of buying and selling going on here, but my original trade is still open. Finally, we get that move to the upside. I didn't sell again. We get another pop to the upside. I do sell some here. And because I was kind of hoping we get that move to 20 through 20, and we did. So I sell the rest at that move. But again, I'm kind of selling prematurely. I shouldn't really be doing this. But again, what I'm doing much better now is near the highs, I'm actually buying more, which is, not gonna lie, it's tough for me to do, but I'm really trying to get in the habit. Let's see here. So I'm buying near the highs. Then we have then this is tough because now we're pulling back to support right here. This is the trade I gave back most of my profits on. And this I was looking for that move over 6.5 into the 7s, and I was buying here like crazy. We were pulling back to support. I was really edging into this move, and we try to pull higher. I was back in the green on this one, just barely break even, but then it just pulls back like 2%, and I'm like, this is too risky. If it dips like 5-10% here, which it could easily do, I'd be dead. So I got to cut my losses here, and that's what I did. But even those 2% on, I think at this point I was long like 4,000 shares. We're talking like $400 I gave back here in this area, even though it doesn't look that big. That's why you have to cut your losses quickly, because if it is a big red candle, you're going to be down quick. And anyway, we eventually find support, pop back up. I try to jump on it again as a new front side, doesn't work. Yada yada. Then we pull back to $6. This could have been a great trade, but I didn't really want to trade ranging or backside, so I didn't touch it. I did trade this new front side move, made a little bit of profit there on this one, and then I finally gave back this profit and some on this ranging breakout here, which I gotta say was a mistake, because This I always say when you're in a ranging move, and right now we're probably ranging between, I don't know, $6 and 6.5. This is a pretty clear range, right? We're kind of stuck in this area. And I bought a ranging pullback. That's my worst pattern ever. I don't know why I did it, so I'm a little disappointed in myself right in here. It is what it is. So I quickly cut my losses though, really fast at 6.3, and I bought pretty high because, like I said, I'm trying to buy the breakouts. I'm trying to buy near the high to sell higher, right? It's a little bit different than buying low, selling high. I'm literally buying high to sell higher. So I'm jumping in on these moves. Yeah, right now VVOS is curling back up. Maybe we're going to see an interesting open. I don't know. It's hard to say what's going to happen. If we see a new high, we break back above 6.5, I'm going to start trading this one. Most likely I'm going to start trading. I can't really say what's going to happen in the future, but that would be my plan. If it keeps selling off, goes below 6, goes below 5.5, I'm not going to be trading backside, I think, today. So that's my recap for today on how I traded VVOS. I would love to know what you did right and wrong on this ticker. It's always really interesting, and I will see you guys in the Discord for the market open. Then really quickly, AXSM, which is another ticker here, lead gapper on the day. You could see I wasn't able to trade this one because at 7 a.m. TOS pre-market opens and it's been selling off in this ranging. It's not looking interesting for front side. Obviously, if you were trading maybe on Webull or something, you had access to a broker before 7 a.m. You could have traded this move, but volume was very light, so often I don't really care about trading pre 7 a.m. GRNQ ticker from last week. Kind of popping up here, but shaky, and I don't know if we're going to be trading this one. This one was really nice. GRNQ had a great front side that I butchered that you could watch in my video from the day before. And then XERS popping up as well, but this ticker popped up really fast and wasn't able to hold any pullback, so you would have had to get really aggressive really quickly on this one to make profits, and now it's kind of consolidating with low volume, so it's not looking so interesting either. Yeah, daily is a little bit rough as well, but if you go to the 4 hour, I mean, technically if we break over this 3.5 zone, we'll have good upside potential, but until we break over 3.5, this is still a downwards trending ticker, and I wouldn't be so optimistic on it. Yeah, that's everything for this video, guys. Don't forget to drop a like on the way out if you enjoyed the content. I really do appreciate it, and it's the easiest way to support the channel. Consider subscribing if you're new, and like always, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, guys.